सत्यम वद धर्मम चर न्याय मार्गम सदाचर पापेभ्यो निर्भयत स्यात् शिष्टाचारम न लंघेत. Speak the truth, walk the path of righteousness, always follow the path of justice, remain fearless before evil, and never violate the code of ethics. The ancient Sanskrit verse not only embodies the essence of justice but also clearly elucidates the very spirit of the 13th UFYLC Ranka National Moot Court Competition 2025. A very good morning, distinguished guests, esteemed judges, academicians, and dear students. I, Dr. Shelly Bohra,
I, Rakhi Sharma,
feel honored and privileged to welcome you all to the 13th edition of the UFYLC Ranka National Moot Court Competition 2025.
education inspires you to challenge your limitations and look at things that are beyond obvious. This quote exemplifies the vision of University 5-Year Law College. University 5-Year Law College is one of the 7 constituent colleges of the University of Rajasthan. Established in the year 2008, it aims to provide law students with a comprehensive understanding of legal principles along with practical skills. Aspiring to nurture graduates dedicated to excellence in all pursuits. UFYLC strives to create an exceptional educational environment and foster academic excellence, ethical integrity, and professional development among law students. Our goal is to effectively bridge the gap between classroom instructions and real world legal practice by integrating theory with practical application. The college has actively contributed to the practical aspect of legal education by encouraging participation in law reviews, moot court competitions, seminars, conferences, thereby fostering an interdisciplinary approach. Today's National Moot Court Competition stands as a testament to our dedication, epitomizing our ongoing efforts to bridge academic learning with practical application and to foster the next generation of legal leaders.
The 13th UFYLC Ranka National Moot Court Competition is a flagship event being organized by UFYLC in joint collaboration with the Ranka Public Charitable Trust every year. This moot court competition provides a dynamic platform for law students to delve into complex legal issues, sharpen their advocacy skills, and engage in intellectual arguments that reflect the rigor and decorum of actual courtroom proceedings. This year's edition marks a significant milestone with the robust participation of 70 teams from premier law institutions, not only from the country but all over the world. This elevates its stature on an international level. The overwhelming participation reflects its significant popularity on the national landscape as well as worldwide, making it the most trusted brands among the aspiring legal professionals. To commence this prestigious event, I now request Director UFYLC Dr. Ankita Yadav, Deputy Directors Dr. Tarun Jolwar and Ms. Aarti Sharma, Student Convener Aparna Ojha, Student Co-Convener Ms. Neha, and Student Organizing Secretary of the 13th UFYLC Ranka National Moot Court Competition, Aditi, to escort the dignitaries to the dais.
प्रार्थना से मन पवित्र हो, आस्था बीज बने चेतना का. So to seek the divine blessings of knowledge, wisdom and learning of Goddess Saraswati, let's begin the ceremony by lightening of lamp accompanied by Saraswati Vandana by Vishakha and team. I now request our esteemed guest to light the lamp before Goddess Saraswati. After offering prayers to the goddess of knowledge and wisdom, let's now pay homage to the place of knowledge and wisdom, our university, our alma mater. I request everyone to stand in respect of the Kulgi. Everyone to kindly be seated.
प्रकृति आंतरिक शांति का सबसे शुद्ध मार्ग है. तो आइए हमारे मान्य अतिथियों का स्वागत हम प्रकृति के इन सुंदर उपहारों के साथ करें. I request Honorable Vice Chancellor, University of Rajasthan, Professor Alpana Kateja, to felicitate our chief guest, Honorable Mr. Justice J.K. Maheshwari, with a planter, Judge, Supreme Court of India. And the Safa. The Safa is a token of respect from Rajasthan. And the planters are extended by a public charitable trust. And same here, Siddharth Ramas, with the Raka Public Charitable Trust. The Thursday done is on the representative to state in the faculty of law, Dr. Sanjay Mandi, special guest, Mr. Dignitary, additional chief secretary, higher education, government of Rajasthan. I request Dr. Ankita Yadav, Director, University 5-year Law College, to felicitate Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Alpana Kateja. Saying this, I request Deputy Director to felicitate Ma'am Renu Ranka, Member Ranka Public Charitable Trust, with a bouquet. I request Mr. Suren Meena Sir, Dr. UFYLC, to felicitate Urmila Ranka Ma'am, Chairperson, Rabka Public Charitable Trust. किसी महान विचारक ने कहा है, जब सफलता की चाह दिल से निकले तो असफलता भी रास्ता छोड़ देती है। इस सफ़र में प्रेरणा, सही दिशा और ज्ञान की रोशनी मिलना बहुत ज़रूरी होता है, और सौभाग्य से हमारे नेतृत्वकर्ताओं ने हमें हर मोड़ पर यही तीनों उपहार दिए हैं: प्रेरणा, मार्गदर्शन और आत्मविश्वास। Dr. Ankita Yadav, the Director of University 5-year Law College, is a highly motivated and energetic educator. Under her able leadership, University 5-year Law College has achieved unprecedented success. She has previously held positions as the principal at the University Law College, Center 2nd and 1st, University of Rajasthan. Her expertise lies in the field of corporate laws. I invite her to deliver the welcome address.
Good morning, all of you. It's a pleasure to see so many familiar faces and the new ones too. I, Dr. Ankita Yadav, Director, University 5-Year Law College, thrilled to welcome you all to this special occasion. Today marks a momentous occasion as we inaugurate 13th Ranka Moot Court Competition 2025. We are deeply honored to have with us our esteemed chief guest, Honorable Justice J.K. Maheshwari ji, Judge, Supreme Court. Their accomplishments in legal expertise are an inspiration to all of us. Sir has been Chief Justice in Sikkim and Andhra Pradesh High Court. He has experience of more than 20 years in upholding the rule of law and ensuring the effective functioning of our judicial system. We are deeply grateful and welcome you, sir. Today, we are delighted. Today, we are delighted to welcome our guest of honor, Honorable Justice Dr. P.S. Bhati, sir, Judge, Rajasthan High Court, a multi-talented personality with humble nature. Your presence makes us proud today, sir. We welcome you. I welcome our special guest, Mr. Kuldeep Ranka ji, Additional Chief Secretary, Government of Rajasthan, a senior IAS officer from 1994 batch, an alumni of IIT Kharagpur, served as Principal Secretary to Chief Minister, and have been District Collector of various districts of Rajasthan, including Jaipur. A dynamic personality working for the upliftment of higher education in Rajasthan. We welcome you, sir. I also welcome a dynamic leader of our institution, Chief Patron, Professor Alpana Kateja ma'am, Vice Chancellor, University of Rajasthan, whose hard work and blessings have been showered on us. Without her support, this program would not have been possible. I would also like to share this information with the people present here that recently in June 2025, our university has secured A+ NAC accreditation grade under her guidance and visionary leadership. We are currently the only public university in entire Rajasthan to serve A+ grade. Secure A+ grade, we welcome you, ma'am. I also welcome our mentor, fatherly figure, retired Justice J.K. Ranka Saab, whose continuous support and wishes are with us. Thank you, sir, and we welcome you. I also welcome Mrs. Urmila Ranka ma'am, Renu ma'am, Siddharth sir, and Surbhi ma'am for gracing this occasion. Welcome you all. I also welcome our 70 teams coming from different parts of India and Nepal. It's our pleasure that we are organizing and hosting such programs. A special thanks to UCO Bank, Zonal Head Mr. Rajesh ji for sponsoring in program. I welcome him also. I welcome our senior professors who are sitting here, press media, my colleagues from University Law College, Dean ma'am, my students, and my core team, without whose support and encouragement, this program could not have been such a successful event. Thank you all for coming and making this successful event and wonderful event. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for enlightening us.
Justice J.K. Ranka, who is a towering figure in the legal community and a true embodiment of justice and fairness, Justice Ranka has had an illustrious and distinguished career in the judiciary, known for his commitment to upholding the principles of law and justice with integrity and dedication. His tenure as a judge has left an indelible mark not only through his judicious decisions but also through his invaluable contributions to the legal profession. and society at large. As the patron of the UFYLC Ranka Moot Court competition, Justice Ranka plays a pivotal role in guiding and mentoring young legal minds, nurturing the spirit of advocacy, critical thinking, and intellectual rigor. His association with this competition reflects his deep belief in the importance of encouraging the next generation of lawyers to engage in meaningful dialogue, debate, and problem solving in the realm of law. Throughout his career, Justice Ranka has been a staunch advocate of justice, equality, and the rule of law. He has demonstrated remarkable leadership both within and outside the courtroom, inspiring many with his commitment to public service and the legal community. His presence today reinforces the importance of promoting legal education, providing opportunities for young advocates to showcase their skills, and fostering a culture of justice and fairness in our society. And now request you, sir, to kindly address this August gathering.
नमस्कार, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. My most esteemed honorable brother Justice J.K. Maheshwari Sahab, Judge Supreme Court of India, welcome to you, sir, in this pink city, and thank you very much for gracing the occasion. I know it was a very tough call for you, but you kept your words to be with the young brainy future of our legal profession. You had to go to Visakhapatnam to Hyderabad, and Hyderabad this early morning, early rising, and without any proper sleep, he is with us. What a great commitment to the legal fraternity. And apart from that, what a wonderful judge of the Supreme Court. The students must have read several judgments of my Lord and must have been benefited out of those judgments. One of the most fine, simple judge which I can say, complete humility he has, a great command on every subject he has. And what a legal career he has. And I remember the good old days when we were together. Of course, he was also a lawyer, I was also a lawyer. When Mahatma Gandhi statue was unveiled in Guna at the request of Honorable Justice Lahoti Saab, who was a very close family friend, a very close family friend of my father, and he was the Chief Justice of India later on. At that time we met and our association has grown, and I am happy that he is with us this morning. My younger brother, Honorable Justice Dr. P.S. Bhati, another wonderful, simple man with great cultures. What a wonderful judge he is, and with his dedication, discipline, decorum, he is one of the now the senior most judge of our esteemed Rajasthan High Court. And I may convey to this audience, especially the girls student here, that this is a rare couple who are both husband and wife, are both High Court judges. So my Bhabhi, Justice Nupur Bhati, she is the judge of the Rajasthan High Court. So one must feel happy and elated that we have a couple both serving the judicial fraternity. And he has also kept my words, and I requested him long back. And of course it's tough from coming to Jodhpur and going back, but he has kept his promise to me that I will certainly come. And then students are really happy and delighted to have two most eminent judges of the country, and I am sure it will be a great feast to you all, listening to and hearing words of wisdom a little later. My esteemed Honorable Shri Kundeep Ranka ji, a very close family friend for long, over, we can say, some decades, and what a wonderful bureaucrat he is, and with his sheer dedication, devotion, discipline, he has reached the height of being the Additional Chief Secretary, and long innings to go, and what a, again, a simple man with hardly any habits. He has his dinner before sunset. That is what he still follows, even after being so busy and in the secretariat. But what a, and he has been a wonderful bureaucrat, and certainly we have lot of things coming from him while he is in the higher education. Honorable Madam Alpana Kateza ji, Vice Chancellor of this wonderful university, and whenever I come to university and sitting in this hall, I do remember my good old days when I was a student of law college here, and at that time the classes were just opposite this Humanities hall in the next building opposite it, and I feel great honor that I have been a product of this university and feel so wonderful. With you, madam, things have improved, and I'm sure in times to come it will be a great occasion when students and teachers would be doing wonders. Honorable Sindhula Madam ji, Ankita Madam ji, who have been kind enough to support this event from the last so many years, and I'm sure this event will continue to have its own charm, its prestige. And what a wonderful occasion that this year we have 70 teams coming all from all over India, more than 18, 19 states we have covered, and of course one team of Nepal is with us. Bangladesh team was also very keen, but on account of some visa problems they could not come. So it has grown large and wide. Just to mention before this audience that when Diamond Jubilee celebrations were going on in the university about 3 years or 4 years back, there was a special mention by the then VC, Vice Chancellor, about Ranka, UFYLC Ranka National Moot Court Competition. And the video which I had received much later by someone from teaching fraternity mentioned it's about 60 minutes were devoted, 60 seconds were devoted out of 5 minutes of this Ranka Moot Court competition. So that is what university also acknowledges, that this is one of the premier function, premier competition which is reckoned throughout India, and that is what I wish it to go strength and strength. I deem it appropriate to mention about my mother, Urmila ji, my wife, my sister is here, brother-in-law is there, my good old friend Dr. Anil Mehta, my childhood friend Professor S.P. Sharma ji, S.P. Singh sir, Raj Purohit sir, so many legal brainy minds here to shower blessings to this moot court competition. Well, we have to hear our two esteemed honorable judges and then Honorable VC and Kuldeep ji. I'll not take much of your time. Thank you very much everyone, and I'm sure the students coming from far and wide will enjoy the competition, will enjoy the fellowship, will enjoy the togetherness, being with almost 200 students out of Jaipur and plus 400-500 students of the law college, and they'll certainly be good friends for life. With this I can just say, दूसरों को हंसी देकर मैं भी मुस्कुराता हूँ, दूसरों को सुकून देकर मैं भी सुकून पाता हूँ. That is what the motto of my respected father was, and that is what I also keep in mind. Yes, good things to continue. And just to mention in brief that we are having five moot court competitions now, organized jointly by our trust. Of course, this is the most premier. Then Manipal University, we are having the 11th moot court competition this year. Then Vivekanand Global University, then Apex University, And one university from Gurugram also approached 2 years back, and that is also entering into now third year, SGT University. And with this, we organize Rajasthan Law Festival with students of law doing everything. Of course, all guidance and all is to be provided by our trust. Thank you, Madam Ankita ji, in giving me a chance to have this tournament competition this year again. And I'm sure under your dynamic leadership, we will continue to hold several more. Thank you, Brother Justice Maheshwari Saab, Justice Bhatti Saab, respected Kuldeep ji, to be with us on this wonderful morning. Of course, rain is there all throughout. Good rains we have had, and भगवान का पूरा आशीर्वाद आप पे रहे, हम पे रहे, और ये टूर्नामेंट और आप सब हंसी खुशी वापस अगले साल पुनः आए. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. जय हिंद, जय जिनेन्द्र.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable and insightful words. Dr. Sanjula Thanvi is a respected academic leader and a revered name in the field of law. Currently serving as the Dean Department of Law at the University of Rajasthan, she's made a significant contribution to legal education and research over the years. Her remarkable career as an associate professor has earned her admiration of both students and peers alike. Dr. Thanvi has authored several books contributing extensively to the field of law. And I now request you, ma'am, to kindly address the gathering.
Thank you, Shailima. I start with remembering Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwarai, Guru Shakshat Brahm, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Guru को याद करते हुए I also want to remember Dr. N.M. Ranka sir. Yes, he was the legend person who started this Ranka UFYLC Moot Court competition. And it was around 13 years back. उन्होंने एक छोटा सा बीज ये सोच के लगाया था कि स्टूडेंट्स इसमें छाया प्राप्त करेंगे. एंड यस, डेफिनेटली डॉक्टर जे.के. राका सर, उर्मिला मैम और इन सभी राका फैमिलीज़ के सपोर्ट से UFYLC पिछले 13 साल से ये मूट कोर्ट कंपटीशन करा रहा है. सो आई पे माई ट्रिब्यूट टू डॉक्टर N.M. Ranka sir. I would like to welcome Honorable Mr. Justice J.K. Maheshwari sir, Just Supreme Court of India. Honorable Dr. Justice Pushpendra Singh Bhatti sir, Mr. Kuldeep Singh Ranka sir, Additional Chief Secretary. Our Honorable Vice Chancellor, who is a dynamic, vibrant and energetic. And yes, we receive our NAC accreditation because of her aim only. I would like to welcome Mr. Justice J.K. Ranka sir, Vice Chairperson, Ranka Public Charitable Trust. Dr. Ankita ma'am, Director UFYLC. Justice S.P. Singh sir. Professor Anil Mehta sir. Dr. Rajpreet sir. Ranka family, my faculty members, and dear students. This is the 13th Ranka UFYLC Moot Court competition. I just give you 1 minute importance of the Moot Court competition, which is very crucial for law students as they provide a simulated real world experience, developing essential skills like legal research, pursue oral and written advocacy, critical thinking under pressure and teamwork. This practical training encompassing drafting legal arguments and presenting them before judges, building confidence, courtroom etiquettes, and a strong foundation for a successful legal career by bridging the gap between theory and practical. You are fortunate enough that you have a moot court competition, and at our time we don't have such moot court competitions. And you can't believe, when we first time visited the court, हमारे हाथ पांव कांप रहे थे, because we are very fear of that court room. हमें कुछ नहीं पता था कैसे करना है. तो आप इस बारे में बड़े फॉर्चुनेट है कि आपको ये चीज़ें हम 5 साल के अंदर ही सब कुछ सिखा रहे हैं. जहाँ तक हो सके इसका आप ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा फ़ायदा लें. And I would like to congratulate the organizing team जिन्होंने इतना अच्छा अभी तक 12 करवाए हैं और अब ये 13 की ओर प्रोसीड कर रहे हैं. तो वी थिंक कि ये हमारे लिए बहुत एक सक्सेसफुल इवेंट रहेगा और स्टूडेंट्स जो हमारे स्टूडेंट कन्वीनर्स हैं और जो स्टूडेंट ऑर्गेनाइजिंग टीम है उनके लिए ये बहुत फ्रूटफुल रहेगा. किस तरह से एक मूट कोर्ट या आगे कोई भी इवेंट हम ऑर्गेनाइज करते हैं, कोई भी कोर्ट एटिकेट्स वगैरह सीखने के लिए हम लोग एक बहुत अच्छा आपके पास में मंच है. इन द एंड आई विल से दैट सक्सेस इज द सम ऑफ स्मॉल एफर्ट्स रिपीटेड डे इन एंड डे आउट. तो आप सक्सेस करते रहिए, सफलता आपके कदम चूमेगी. थैंक यू.
Thank you, ma'am, for your insightful words. Mr. Kuldeep Ranka, a distinguished civil servant whose career reflects dedication, vision, and an unwavering commitment to public welfare. Shri Kuldeep Ranka, Indian Administrative Service Officer of the 1994 batch belonging to the Rajasthan cadre. Shri Ranka currently holds the esteemed position of Additional Chief Secretary, Higher and Technical Education Department, Government of Rajasthan, where he plays a pivotal role in shaping the state's policies and initiatives in the field of education and human resource development. Having joined the Indian Administrative Service at the remarkably young age of 22, Shri Ranka has served the Government of Rajasthan with distinction in various capacities, consistently upholding the values of integrity, efficiency, and innovation. His leadership in the education sector is marked by a strong emphasis on institutional development, skill enhancement, and future-ready learning systems. And I request you, sir, to kindly address this August gathering.
धन्यवाद मैम. आज के कार्यक्रम में उपस्थित Honorable Mr. Justice J.K. Maheshwari ji, Judge Supreme Court of India and Chief Guest of the Moot Court competition today. Honorable Dr. Justice P.S. Bhati ji, Special Guest of Honor, Justice and Judge of Rajasthan High Court. Professor Dr. Alpana Kateja ji, Vice Chancellor and Chief Patron of the Moot Court competition. Honorable Justice J.K. Ranka ji, Vice Chairman, Ranka Public Charitable Trust. Madam Urmila Ranka ji, Chairperson, Ranka Public Charitable Trust. Dr. Ankita Yadav ji, Dr. Sanjula Thanvi ji from the Faculty of Law of University of Rajasthan. Mr. Siddharth Ranka, Secretary, Ranka Public Charitable Trust. At the outset, let me welcome Honorable Justice Mr. J.K. Maheshwari ji, Honorable Justice Pushpender Singh ji Bhati ji, and all the dignitaries on the dais from the state of Rajasthan. Sir, आपको काफ़ी difficulty के साथ आना पड़ा वाइजैक से, but I think the weather must have made you happy. The monsoon, which is so good to see in this state, has made everyone very, very happy. The whole nature is blossoming, and I think that must be a relief to be in the Pink City in such good weather. We all are aware about the importance of the moot court. My relationship with law started very late. So when I, after my graduation, got into the service, and for the first time in my life, I had formal subject of law during the training in the Masuri Academy, where we had a teacher called Dada Banerjee. He was a very veteran in the law sector, and he had taught us first day and said, law is nothing but common sense. If you follow common sense, you will be able to follow law. Since then, I somehow got into love with law, and from my training days in Bhilwara as assistant collector and executive magistrate, exposed to the working of the court, both the criminal court and the revenue court, because it's the training period where Indian Administrative Service officer is exposed to different branches of justice. And thereon it continued. Then my daughter, when she took her subject as law in the National Law University, the connection grew stronger. I never heard of moot courts before. She actually participated in one of such competitions, and she was preparing for days and weeks. So I just asked, when law is common sense, why do you need so much of time to understand common sense? So, you know, with kids we can always in lighter vein, we can always talk about the realm of reality. So she responded and said, you come and witness our moot court and you would realize how difficult it is to articulate in front of so many brilliant minds. So that's how my bond with the law legal fraternity grew. Then my niece, again, she also graduated from NLU. And that was the other reason why it grew in leaps and bounds, because she was a very studious student, secured 7 gold medals in NLU Jaipur, and she always used to talk law and law at home. So I'm really privileged to be part of this August gathering today and to address the students who all are here for the competition, both from the university and from outside the university. We all are aware today is the world of knowledge economy. The world is changing rapidly. Technological advancements are making our lives different. India has a unique advantage of having demographic dividend of being one of the most youthful countries in the world. We must have heard about Madison, who wrote long back that India used to contribute to 25 to 30% of GDP of the world from 1st century AD to early 18th century. So that was the time when India was ruling almost every nook and corner of the trade and commerce in the world. Unfortunately, we had difficult period during the British regime, and perhaps our GDP grew at negative rate in most of the decades. So when we look at our ancient scriptures, one of the scripture when the Mimamsa, knowledge not put to action is of no use. That's the saying, old saying. So the human capital today has become very, very relevant. These young minds, they can play a pivotal role in the growth of the country and the economy. Law being multidisciplinary, ever evolving, ever growing, I think you all have chosen the right profession and you could contribute significantly to the growth story of India. As we all know, these are the days when we not only learn about the skills about the profession, but also values in life. Because ultimately, skills alone without the values cannot sustain you for long. The moot court gives an opportunity to do the ethical reasoning, analytical thinking, and articulation of what you all believe. It prepares you for the practical world with the backing of the theoretical knowledge which you have gained in your classrooms. I'm sure this Moot competition will sharpen your skills, your value system, and you will be able to exchange not only the ideas but also the thoughts and cultures which each of you bring here independently of the other. Each human is unique. Each of us has lot to share, lot to learn from each other, and learning is always mutual. These days, you will always imbibe in your minds, and maybe when you look back after a decade or 2 decades, you would know and appreciate how such competitions have helped you in growing as an individual. I'm sure this August gathering would be able to have permanent imprints in your minds, and you all will be able to reckon with excellence in times to come. I wish you all a bright future and expect that we as a country would stand again, and as Madison said, will contribute immensely as a Vishwaguru, as a significant social, economic, and a cultural player in the whole world. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for your words of wisdom. Honorable Dr. Justice P.S. Bhati is a member of the Executive Committee of the Indian Law Institute and has been an esteemed member of the Supreme Court Bar Association since 1992. His decades-long association with the bar and the bench is marked by intellectual rigor, judicious temperament, and a deep understanding of constitutional and legal principles. He was standing counsel for Indian Railways for 16 years. Justice Bharti brings to every platform not only legal erudition but also a unique blend of dynamism and humility. His perspectives are rooted in rich professional experience and a deep commitment to upholding the rule of law. I now invite Honorable Mr. Justice P.S. Bhati to kindly address this gathering.
It's a happy day for all of us. Good weather, 70 teams. One of the most distinguished and eminent legal luminary of the country, Lordships, J.K. Maheshwari Saab, Senior Judge, Honorable Supreme Court is with us. The fragrance of the day is enhanced by the eminent Ranka family, I have been a great fan of Lordship's father also. He was a great lawyer, and the whole family is dedicated to this special cause. I'll come to it. Vice Chancellor Madam is here, Madam Thanvi, Siddharth ji, all Ankita ji, all are here. It's legal academicians, senior academicians, Singh Saab and company, all are here. Madam, everybody is here. Wonderful students. What a wonderful day. I was thinking since morning as to how to speak to the younger students, and I made up my mind on few points. I'll come to you on that in a very summarized manner, try to do that. So, we have to keep learning. The process of learning, I have a beautiful quote for you, which is from a great futurist, Alvin Toffler. All of you must have heard he is a great thinker of future based on technology and all those things. So a small quote and then I begin with it. This is especially for the Moot students. Please note, because it is very, very important and it influenced me, so I'm sharing it with you. Within inverted commas, The illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write. Not those. That will not, the parameter will change. The literacy parameter will change. I'll go back to the quote. But those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. I, as an advocate of Kuldeep Ranka Saab's his next generation, who could not satisfy him that why logic requires time, I would answer that question. Today's proposition is not only to learn, but it is to learn, it is to unlearn, it is to relearn. Why these words of Toffler are important? These words are important because today the dimensions of law are changing. 1992, when I entered the profession, we used to carry huge registers of our seniors who had all the case law in that, and used to, if one point of research had to come in, it used to take years and it used to take days and days. Now the times have changed. Now the technology has come in. If you need to research on a word, I was just sitting by Lordships, Maheshwari and Saab, and just looking for 2-3 issues which I could not update myself during the course of the day. So quickly I took my mobile phone and updated myself. So that is the technology. Today, if I ask any question as a judge going to my chamber and ask that question, Chat GPT and artificial intelligence and all will assist me. Not that they will help me to write a judgment, but they will definitely give me a good assistance. So the times have changed. In COVID times, the High Court was propelled to have paperless. First time registrars are, इसी time हुआ, our two registrars are here, Registrar General and Agil Saab. So, COVID times, see how it changed. It was a disaster. It was a catastrophe. It was something which hit the society. But how it made up? The complete course of technology in all offices changed, including the judiciary and the legal side, including the education. Since that day, I personally am doing paperless court. So that was a change that COVID times brought in me. It was fearful times, but at the same time, you have to find optimism, and probably civilization found that optimism, and all of us are carrying it on our shoulders. As far as the change is concerned, I always remember that research of Ginsburg Saab, Thomas Ginsburg ji, and his two colleagues. Many of you must have read. Since 1789, the average constitution in the world has not survived more than 17 years. Students, 17 years was the average life of a constitution. There were wonderful constitution in Thailand, the diamond of the history constitution, and it survived for only 9 years, was respectfully buried. But we are proud. Why we are proud? May I ask you? We are proud because more than 550 countries, independent provinces, we joined them. 36 European Union, they are in difficulty. Somebody is coming out, somebody is going in, somebody is trying to come in. We have united 550 countries under the umbrella of this great constitution. And it has survived, and it is working, and it is functional, it is holding the field, dear students, in its 75th, 76th year, 75th year. Where does the strength come from? This strength of the constitution comes from the democracy, comes from the common citizen. And tomorrow is you. It is your broad shoulders, your strong shoulders which will carry the constitution. It will not allow it to die in 9 years, in 17 years. It will allow it to survive for hundreds of years. It will allow us to function as a unilateral democracy, as a strong democracy, as a world leader. It will allow us to, on your strong shoulders, on all those shoulders of those 70 teams, on all the students of Rajasthan University and the 5 years law course, on your shoulders we are going to travel. I remember that famous quote of probably Justice Matthews in the Keshwanand Bharti case. Fundamental rights is nothing but it's like an empty tumbler which each generation will have to fill to its own satisfaction. So it is for you how you want to fill that tumbler today. It is for you. Today you have a time to regenerate yourself. But fortunately, you are in times where the generation gap is changing very fast. Because when we were all there, people said the generation was changing in 10 years, 20 years. Now the generation was changing 5 years. Now by the time you are joining the profession, the generation will change every year. Why? Because system will change. Today we are only saying, oh, we are doing good paperless courts. Tomorrow you will use artificial intelligence. Tomorrow you will use so many other technologies which will come into the judicial system and the legal system. Tomorrow when you will be in the corporate houses, law firms, legal field, you will be using so much of technology. Every day your life will change. Every day it will provide for a opportunity also and a challenge also. The challenge has to be undertaken. And mark it my word, it is not important that which of the 70 team wins. Important is that all of you are participating, because it is the unique time where you can learn, unlearn and relearn. Unless you do it, unless you learn, unlearn and relearn, you will not be able to survive in this competitive market, competitive place, the competitive world. But at the same time, remember friends, the younger friends, the inquisitiveness has to remain. If the inquisitiveness is not there, you will not be able to make it. The question in your mind is important. Draupadi in full bloom, bloom is the wrong word, is in a catastrophic incident in the when she was being lost by her husbands to the dice game. Draupadi asked one question regarding Yudhishthira. Why I am quoting is that your question is important, answer is not important. She asked, okay, when Yudhishthira has already lost himself, then what right he has to put me at stake? The second short story of Arjun, when somebody said, okay, dog is barking, he put his bows, but he didn't kill the dog, he just shut his mouth. How much force to be utilized? What question to be asked? That is the delicacy of legal profession. That is what you have to learn, how much force to apply. We are not adversary. When we are against each other, we are like a sportsman. Somebody will win, somebody will lose. Not only in moot court, in actual courts also. Every day somebody will lose, somebody will win. It doesn't really matter. Dear younger friends, please ensure that to win is to have an inquisitive mind, is to win is to have a question, is to win is to have, what answer you will have, you can develop. Suppose in a case you are not able to develop, you can develop it in the next case, third case, fourth case. All life you will be dealing with legal things, but don't worry about that. Answers will change, you will change, because you see, even the judges change, even the Honorable Apex Court, 50 years would another lord, 40 years another, today another. It's the same judge also when his father, Chief Justice, right to life, he had a different view, son had a different view. So it is a changing dimension, that's what brings in strength. That's what is really important. That's what all of you have to realize, that how it has to be done with. I'll pose few questions to the students. Let us see, just raise your hands and answer. Don't answer, just raise your hands. How many of you think, please raise your hands. I will expect you to raise your hands. We'll ask both ways, just 2-3 minutes, 2-3 questions. You know, just to tell you how you have to, now I'm not teaching you how to moot because you are all experts. I'm just asking you a few questions so that your mind gets the stimulation that how the world is changing. Suppose, for example, I ask a question. How many of the students here support death sentence as a punishment? Almost half of the people. How many of you do not support death sentence? Equally important. 95, 96 countries have already given up death sentence. We may also give up, we may not, don't worry. The question should be there in your mind. How many of you believe that your phones, which is an important part of your life today, because of the social media and other things, how many of you believe that it should have how many of you believe that social media and all should have a government control? Because somebody may support terrorism, somebody may support crime, somebody may support illegality. So the phones should be controlled by the government or not? My question. It should be controlled. How many say it should not be controlled? So those who say that it shouldn't be controlled, it should be controlled, are they willing to give up their WhatsApp identity to all of us and show us what they are doing on their social media? Probably a young person will say no. People of our ages, we are only exchanging good mornings and good evenings. But people of your age are living your life on social media. You will not like to give your right to privacy. But that doesn't mean right to privacy is filled to the brim. My another question to you. How many of you as a judge, if a poor woman comes to you and says that I am living in an adultery, How many of you would like to safeguard her or give her safety? How many of you? And how many will say, no, no, adultery, no business? How many of you will put her safe? All of you will try to put her safe. You will not go into the morality. You will not go into the morality. You have seen the Sabrimala judgment. How many of you say that women should be allowed to, in that particular period, should be allowed to go into a temple? How many should allowed? How many say should not be allowed? But see, learn, relearn. I, not as a judge, but as a student of law, admire the judgment given, dissenting judgment given by Indu Malhotra Sahab. As a judge, I can never say that because I am bound by the judicial discipline. I am only a normal soldier of law. But my captains have decided, so I will have to abide by the majority judgment. But when I am here in the capacity of a student of law, I will say that the minority judgment was a wonderful judgment. And I will say that it had its own reasonings. Please, I don't say that you make up your mind as per what I say. I only say that keep your mind, keep your windows open. Keep your mind stimulated. Keep your mind in very high spirits. That is going to help you. How many of you say that a right to die, something like euthanasia, should be permitted? Okay. How many active euthanasia, how many say that should be permitted? Good. How many say that active euthanasia should not be permitted? Good. The whole custom was there in Rajasthan, Santhara. It is there. It is nothing but a right to die. Because person who has attained age for the sake of his own peace, for the sake of his own understanding, religious understanding, he chooses to in Santhara. Have you heard about Santhara? Anybody? It is a custom where a person is allowed to give up his life at a particular juncture due to his religious commitment and his, somebody may say it is wrong, somebody may say it is right. We are not worried as students of law whether it is right or wrong. Division bench of High Court said it is not good. Supreme Court has stated that. This will happen. We are not worried about the outcome. Question is that your mind should be working how far the euthanasia can travel. All of you know there was, how many of you think that abatement, that attempt to suicide, so I'll take only 1 or 2 minutes. I think I've outshot my time. It's always dangerous to speak to the younger mind. You keep on flowing. But how many of you think that how many of you think that a person who's committing suicide is a criminal? So law prevailed. He was a criminal. Attempt to suicide was a crime. How many of you think that he is a victim? So you have to keep thinking. Law is that way. But slowly it changed. Now laws have changed. Now we have improved on it. Slowly after 50 years, 60 years, Supreme Court judgments came in. They provided us insight. Slowly we changed. Our next law came in. Healthcare law was there. Mental health care law was there. Now we have taken care of it. So these things take time to change. So now for one moment, all the students are judges. A 17-year-old girl comes to you. A 17-year-old girl and 18-year-old boy. They are our classmates. Those ages are such, all of us know that all of you are quite mature, but those 18 years, right, 17 years, they have just gone away. You are all judges. How many of you judges, the younger one, how many of you will impose POXO and put the boy of 18 years behind the jail for 10 years? How many of you will do this? How many of you will not do this? This is Ranka Sahab, logic and law sometimes differ, Kuldeep ji. So this is why you have to keep thinking. You have to keep thinking because law today says you have to send him behind the bars. I only can say it and share with it as a student of law. When it comes to me as a judge, I may also be required to send him to jail. I don't know whether I'll do it or not, but I may be required to do that. But here when I think as a student of law, as today in the moot courts, today I have all the freedom. I have all the freedom here to tell you. And most of the houses with no punishment. So this is how the law works. Marital rape. The country is divided. Delhi High Court judges, both judges, one said no, one said yes. But the society will decide. Don't worry. I'm not saying कि आप marital rape crime बना दीजिए आज या नहीं बनाइए. ये हमारा काम नहीं. I only say that You have to learn, unlearn, and relearn. You have to keep thinking. You have to be like our constitution. You have to be flexible. You have to change. You have to be adaptive. You have to be huge. You have to be warm. You have to care for the last man. That is, your lives has to be like something which could be emulated from the life of our own constitution. Artificial intelligence, cyber crimes, everything is changing. Please keep yourself alive. I have already much overshot my time. It's a wonderful day. Enjoy your moot court competitions. Do not, please take it as a win or loss. Please take it as a participative enhancement of your mental faculties, making yourself tremendously energetic and inquisitive. That will help you to grow in life. That will help you to strengthen in life. And my lordships are here. I can't take much time because he will have his wonderful words. He is a great philanthropist. He has very many things which he doesn't like to disclose, and I will also not disclose, but he helps students and lot many other communities in his own silent way. His coming from Vizag itself today morning, we can imagine the kind of strength that he is giving in his life to a student. And that is the wonder. Ranka Memorial memory is good. Ranka family is good. But many families are good. Who is putting energies for the youngsters? Who is putting? Nobody is, very less people are. So we must congratulate, thank and encourage them that they are coming out for us. They are coming out for our next generation, putting them on a platform, giving them an energy to 13th, 14th, 15th. Moot court is going on. This is the thanks that we have to give to this family, that while you bring us here on this platform, we will deliver you the best, because you are the best who has given the legal fraternity an opportunity to gather and ponder and grow and strengthen and become the best in the world. Thank you all of you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you so much, sir. Professor Alpana Kateja, Honorable Vice Chancellor, University of Rajasthan. Dr. Kateja is a visionary academic leader whose exceptional guidance and dedication have played a pivotal role in the growth and development of the University of Rajasthan. Under her dynamic leadership, University has not only made remarkable strides in academics and research, but has also achieved a significant milestone, securing the prestigious NAC A+ accreditation. This achievement reflects the university's commitment to excellence in higher education, and it's a result of Dr. Kateja's strategic vision and tireless efforts. With a rich background in econometrics, macroeconomics, health economics, and development economics, Professor Kateja has worked relentlessly to elevate the standards of education and research at the university. I invite you, ma'am, for your address.
Thank you, Shelley. Chief guest of today's program, Honorable Mr. Justice J.K. Maheshwari, Judge, Supreme Court of India. Guest of honor, Honorable Dr. Justice Pushpendra Singh Bhati ji. Special guest, Mr. Kuldeep Raka ji, Additional Chief Secretary, Higher Education, Government of Rajasthan. Patron, Raka and Chairperson of Ranka Public Charitable Trust, Honorable Mr. Justice J.K. Raka. Dean, Faculty of Law, Dr. Sanjula. Mr. Siddharth Ranka, Dr. Ankita, family members of Ranka family, colleagues present here, and dear students. It's indeed very good morning. We do have Trimurti here. When Justice J.K. Raka was introducing them, he said, विनम्र और सदाशयता की प्रतिमूर्तियाँ. तो तीन हमारे यहाँ पर अभी डायस पे जो गेस्ट हैं, दो को हम सुन चुके हैं और दोनों ने आज की मॉर्निंग को बहुत ही स्पेशल बना दिया. जब राका साहब बोल रहे थे तो उन्होंने सभी को मूट कोर्ट की जो इम्पोर्टेंस है वो बताने के साथ साथ इतना इम्पोर्टेंट, इतना यूनिक फील कराया कि आपको किसी से कॉम्पीट करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. आप अपने आप में यूनिक हैं. इस बात को आप इस तरीके से समझिए कि अगर ये यूनिकनेस नहीं होती तो आधार कार्ड कैसे बनता। ईश्वर ने तो इतना यूनिक बनाया है, सबकी आँख की पुतली और थंब इम्प्रेशन तक यूनिक है, तो आपको किसी और से कॉम्पीट करने की ज़रूरत ही नहीं है। लेकिन हम प्रायः ये गलती कर लेते हैं कि हम दूसरे की क्वालिटीज से अपने आप को कंपेयर करते हैं। हमें कंपटीशन हमेशा खुद से करना चाहिए और हमेशा ये कोशिश करनी चाहिए कि हम कल से बेटर बने। जो हम कल थे, जितना हम कल जानते थे, उससे बेटर हमें नॉलेज मिले, हम अच्छा बिहेव करें, अच्छे ह्यूमन बीइंग बने, ये हमारी कोशिश होनी चाहिए। तो थैंक यू सर फॉर मोटिवेटिंग आवर स्टूडेंट्स। एंड जब ऑनरेबल जस्टिस भाटी जी बता रहे थे, बहुत ज़रूरी एक चीज़ उन्होंने बताई हर स्टूडेंट में होनी चाहिए, इंक्यूजिटिवनेस। अगर आप में जानने की जिज्ञासा होगी तभी आप आगे बढ़ पाएंगे, तभी आप बहुत कुछ सीख पाएंगे, क्योंकि जिस स्पीड से नॉलेज बढ़ रहा है, ई रिसोर्सेज, आजकल तो कोर्ट्स में भी जितना ई रिसोर्सेज जितने यूज़ किए जा रहे हैं, तो हर जने के एक्सेस है, उसको हर जना वो कर सकता है। AI, चैट GPT सभी कर सकते हैं, लेकिन ये आपकी स्मार्टनेस पे डिपेंड करेगा कि आप उन रिसोर्सेज को कैसे यूज़ कर पाते हो। हमारे जो लॉ डिपार्टमेंट है उसकी लीगेसी को अगर हम देखें तो बहुत रिच लीगेसी। अगर हम हाई कोर्ट देखें, सुप्रीम कोर्ट देखें, देयर इज़ a long list of honorable judges who passed from this institution. लेकिन जब ऐसी मूर्तियाँ हमारे सामने होती हैं तो डेफिनेटली मैं अपने स्टूडेंट लाइफ से याद करके बता सकती हूँ, मैं आज भी उन मोमेंट्स को याद करती हूँ कि किसकी कौन सी बात याद रह गई और उसने इतना इंस्पायर कर दिया कि हमें आज तक वो मोमेंट याद रहते हैं। इसीलिए हम कोशिश करते हैं कि हम ऑनरेबल जजेस को टाइम नहीं होने के बावजूद इतना कस देते हैं, क्योंकि हम चाहते हैं कि हमारे जो ये यंग ब्रिलियंट माइंड्स हैं उनको आप मोटिवेट करें, उनकी लाइफ में कुछ ऐसा चेंज आ जाए। कौन सी चीज़ आपकी इनको इतना इनकी लाइफ में चेंज ला देगी, ये हम नहीं जानते। इसलिए थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू फॉर बीइंग विथ अस। टेक्नोलॉजी बहुत तेज़ी से बदल रही है, लेकिन जब टेक्नोलॉजी नहीं थी तब भी वे लोग आउटशाइन कर रहे थे जो बहुत होमवर्क करते थे, जो बहुत तैयारी करते थे। और आप ये देखिए कि वैसे तो बहुत बड़े बड़े एडवोकेट्स, बहुत बड़े बड़े जजेस, उनके नाम आप सब जानते होंगे। मैं तो लॉ की स्टूडेंट नहीं हूँ, मैं नहीं जानती हूँ, फिर भी कुछ एडवोकेट्स के नाम पूरी दुनिया जानती है। जो क्रिमिनल लॉयर है राम जेठमलानी जी, उनको जब वो पास कर गए थे अपना लॉ का कोर्स और उन्हें एज की वजह से परमिट नहीं किया जा रहा था, तो उन्होंने कहा ये मेरा फॉल्ट नहीं है, आप एक बार मुझे परमिट करिए, अगर मैं नहीं कर पाऊँ प्लीड तो आप देखिएगा। लेकिन वहाँ से जो उन्होंने सफ़र शुरू किया वो आप जानते हैं कि किन ऊंचाइयों तक गया। भोपाल गैस ट्रेजेडी का नरीमन जो एडवोकेट थे, उसको पूरी दुनिया जानती है। कैसे वो इतना सब कर पाते थे, जबकि क्लासरूम में तो उनके साथ में कई और ऐसे स्टूडेंट्स रहे होंगे जिन्होंने थियोरी को वैसे ही उनके साथ में ही पढ़ा होगा, उन्हीं टीचर्स ने पढ़ाया होगा। लेकिन थियोरी के बाद में बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ है प्रैक्टिस। वो प्रैक्टिस कैसे होगी? जो कोर्ट रूम के डायनामिक्स होते हैं वो अपने आप में बहुत यूनिक होते हैं। अच्छे अच्छों के पैर कांप जाते हैं, आवाज़ कांप जाती है। तो उन डायनामिक्स को समझने के लिए मूट कोर्ट कंपटीशन आपको हेल्प करेगा, आपको वो एनवायरनमेंट मिलेगा और आपको अपने आर्ग्यूमेंट्स तैयार करने के लिए अपनी टीम के साथ में तैयारी के साथ जाने में। और जो टॉपिक दिया गया है वो भी बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग है, इट्स मर्डर एंड कन्फेशन। मर्डर एंड कन्फेशन, इसको भारतीय साक्ष्य अधिनियम और भारतीय न्याय संहिता के साथ में आपको करना है और 70 टीम्स पार्टिसिपेट कर रही हैं। अगेन मैं राका साहब की बात को कहूँगी, पार्टिसिपेशन सिर्फ इम्पॉर्टेंट नहीं है, जीतना इम्पॉर्टेंट नहीं है, पार्टिसिपेशन इम्पॉर्टेंट है। क्योंकि जीतेंगे तो कुछ टीम्स, उनको अलग अलग क्राइटेरिया से जब कल हम देखेंगे उसमें वैलिडिक्टरी प्रोग्राम में, तो कुछ ही टीम्स को वो अलग अलग कैटेगरी के अंदर जज करके निकाला जाएगा और वो भी बड़ा टफ कंपटीशन होगा। लेकिन जब आप पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं वही सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ है। जो वर्ड है फेल, ये अपने आप में है फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट इन लर्निंग। आप फेल अपने आप को कभी मत समझिए, आप ये सोचिए कि आप एक सीढ़ी और आगे बढ़ गए हैं सक्सेस की तरफ, क्योंकि आपने पार्टिसिपेट किया। फेल तो वो होंगे जो पार्टिसिपेट ही नहीं कर रहे हैं। बेंजामिन फ्रैंकलिन की एक मुझे लाइन याद आती है, थियोरी जो पढ़ाई जाती है सबको पढ़ाई जाती है, लेकिन बेंजामिन फ्रैंकलिन कहते हैं, टेल मी एंड आई फॉरगेट, टीच मी एंड आई मे रिमेंबर इट, बट इन्वॉल्व मी एंड आई विल लर्न। आपको इन्वॉल्व किया जा रहा है, आपको इस तरीके की प्रैक्टिस के लिए एक ऐसा माहौल दिया जा रहा है जिसमें आप आगे जा कर के एक बहुत अच्छा कैरियर आप बना सकते हैं, क्योंकि काबिल बनने से काबिलियत खुद आ जाएगी और कोई तरीका नहीं है, देयर इज़ नो शॉर्टकट टू सक्सेस। आप सभी को मेरी ओर से बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं। आप बहुत कंपटीशन के बाद यहाँ पर एडमिशन लेके इस 5 ईयर लॉ कॉलेज में आए हैं और हमारा कमिटमेंट ये है कि हम आपको बेस्ट प्रोवाइड कर सकें। अगर कुछ ऐसी चीज़ है, बहुत ही कंस्ट्रक्टिव आइडिया अगर आप देना चाहें तो यू आर मोस्ट वेलकम एनी टाइम। आप आइए, बताइए, बट इट शुड बी एन आइडिया जो कंट्रीब्यूट कर सके आपकी इंस्टीट्यूशन की ग्रोथ में, आपकी ग्रोथ में। उसके लिए हम कमिटेड हैं। सो बेस्ट विशेस, थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your invigorating speech. Honorable Mr. Justice J.K. Maheshwari, an eminent personality in the Indian judiciary, a man of integrity, wisdom, and unwavering commitment to justice. Honorable Justice Maheshwari began his illustrious legal career in the year 1985 and rapidly rose to the ranks due to his exceptional legal acumen, ethical standards, and deep understanding of constitutional and civil law. He was elevated as a judge of Madhya Pradesh High Court in 2005, then went on to serve as first Chief Justice of the Andhra Pradesh High Court. After its reorganization, he served as Chief Justice of the Sikkim High Court and then elevated to the Supreme Court of India in the year August 2021. He is widely known for his clarity in judicial reasoning, his deep compassion for cause of justice, and belief in transformative power of the Constitution. I now invite you, sir, to deliver your address.
Brother Justice Pushpendra Bhatti, Brother Justice J.K. Ranka, Kuldeep Ranka ji, ACS Higher Education, Professor Kateja, Vice Chancellor, Sanjula ji, Ankita ji, and Siddharth. Members of the Ranka Charitable Trust, Registrar General, Registrar Administration, Judicial Officers, distinguished academicians, faculty members, dear student participant across the country. मेरे लिए बहुत कुछ बोला गया, दो बातों में जवाब देके आगे बढ़ूंगा। ख्वाहिश नहीं मुझे मशहूर होने की, आप मुझे पहचानते हो, बस इतना ही काफ़ी। दूसरी बात, कल DSNLU के कन्वोकेशन में था और आज आपके साथ। What is the strength? Strength is you students. Because of you, I have seen cheerful faces yesterday of those students who could get gold medal, silver medal, or otherwise who could get degree either of the PhD or of LLM or of law, because this was a combined convocation for 5 years. So I could see this. I could not deny that function also because I was a chancellor of that university earlier. So I cannot deny that. I am bound to be there. Next, another was some interviews of NCLT was there, so I should be there. But I made a commitment with Ranka Sahab, I will be here. Ranka Sahab reminded me about a function of Guna. At that time, I was a member of the Bar Council, and my esteemed Guru, who is no more now, Justice R.C. Lauti, his felicitation was there at that time. And I worked with him, so I am bound to be there. And by chance, Guna is within the territory of the Gwalior bench jurisdiction. I was practicing at Gwalior, so otherwise also I am bound to be there. So at that time I remember Ranka Sahab was there. He met me, and I have one Saraswati memento which I usually provide had. It is with me at present at my home at Gwalior. And at that time he said, we are planning of this and we want to do something for the students. So it is second chance in which I am here in the Ranka Moot Court competition. Why Moot Court? Justice Bhati answered everything. Need not to stimulate you. We have now learned what is there, what is not there. Though I read so many things, I written also, but I will not read. One thing still I have to acknowledge here. Professor S.P. Singh is sitting here. When I was practicing in Gwalior, so I applied for PhD. He was the person who visited there. He was in that DRC. There is a particular percentage required in NLM which I was not having. He put a question to me, you can fall within this exception, how you should be brought, and that exception is that you should have a work of literacy that persuaded to DRC to clear you for registration, not for otherwise. So I said every day we go for every judgment itself is a research paper. When we prepare for it, then he answered me, this is only one side you argues. And now here is a moot court. It is relevant, therefore I am telling you. It is only one side you argue. I answered, I remember that answer. It is not one side. You have to anticipate what question may be put and what can be asked with you, and you should be ready for it. One. Another. What is the defense of the other side? You have to meet out this. Until you will meet out this, you cannot complete your argument. And until your argument is complete, you cannot finish your case to a right perspective. So this was three things which I have answered. Then one of the member of the DRC said, no, our advisor who was the renowned advocate Mr. J.P. Gupta has said about you that you have a very good practice and every day you have not less than 40-50 cases per day. How you deal with those cases and how you say that you will be a researcher. I answered, I listened calmly and I answered. And that is my strength. Because I am a person who can prepare 30-40 cases per day. And this is my real research work for every day. And once I am doing this work and I have to work not less than 240 days in a court, then you can understand how many research we are doing. And Mr. S.P. Singh cleared, let this man should go. After 2 years, he came to know I have become a judge of the Madhya Pradesh High Court. So this was the story. Now here the question is moot. What is moot? Everything is said. Mooting is nothing. You know everything. about this. I will say something more which is not said before us. Friends, there are too many things. Mooting, I say in a different word, it's a practical learning above than what you have read in the classroom. This is one part. Second is a crucible learning. Crucible learning. Third, in a crucible learning, I will point out you one my anecdote. I was with very aggression. I am a young man from Morena district, Chambal region. So I started working with a very patient man, Justice Lahoti. But I always used to go in aggression for everything. So when I was practicing in early days, what we have to do in the practice, when I go for aggression, I put my thing. Then he answered very patiently, in court, you do not win by speaking of loudest. You do not win by speaking of loudest. You win by speaking of clearest. So, another, advocacy is not a theater, it's a persuasion. These two things. And when you first read the mind of the court, listen queries of the court carefully, understand the defense of the other side, and when you answer it clearly, that is the success for your appearance in a court. Once you go for this, then what should be? The clarity must be your strength. How the clarity you can earn? Problem, then preparation of that problem, then defense may come from other side, then anticipate the questions, then make a research on that. I have learned, some of the advocate I have seen while cross-examining, whatever the defense they want to put, they make a research on the basis of the judgments, and accordingly they put the same defense and they ask only those questions, thereby they can elicitate their defense in the cross-examination from those witnesses. Why I am saying defense and what questions may come to you. And the last, then by all this, you may have a clarity of thought. Now, how you can complete your study? Completion of your study is not like this, you have read the problem, prepared something. Study always having 5 steps. 1, reading. 2, writing. 3, discussion. 4, thinking. And 5th, after these 4 steps, when you go in a court of law, you would have a clarity of everything, clarity of thoughts, clarity of the issue, clarity of law, and whenever you put it, you can understand how you can get success of it. 5 steps you have to complete. Next, this is a training for theoretical to practical, but I would remind all of you 2-3 things. You may have various options in these days, developing country, developing economy, developing problems. You may have so many issues required academicians, because without academicians you cannot be, or myself cannot be here overall. But once you go for a legal study without courtroom appearance, you would not understand the niceties of the law. You can advise as a corporate lawyer, you can draft as a corporate lawyer, solicit so many things, but when it comes for interpretation in the court of law, then preparation of a drafting and arguing for the same drafting on the same issue is completely a different scenario, and you are for that, you are preparing yourself for that purpose. I put in a different way, principle of natural justice, bias and to afford an opportunity of hearing, two ingredients. You can say so many things, but when you go and argue either side of principle of natural justice is entirely a different thing, and you are preparing for that. So this is two different aspects. Without courtroom, your survival probably in the legal field, how far is justified, I can't say. When I was seeing on the last time when I was here, probably I requested to Justice Ranka, Moot court, we are preparing the advocates for appellate side, High Court and Supreme Court. But when I seen this problem, the proposition for this moot court by this time, I was thinking some heed has been paid for that. Until an advocate, I can put in a different way, I put the data, how many, what is the pendency, percentage of the pendency. If we see the percentage of the pendency in all over India basis, it is 14% in the High Court and the Supreme Court only, and the remaining 86% in the trial courts. There are two types of litigation, voluntary and involuntary. Involuntary what? It's a criminal litigation. And this problem relates to a criminal litigation, involuntary. Why I say involuntary? It's a case lost by a prosecution. Region may be A, region may be B, or region may be C. So, involuntarily you are required to appear when you have been made, anyone A has been made accused in the case. Once you have been made accused in that case, as per principles of the criminal law, prosecution has to prove his own case. Prosecution come forward, and the problem which relates to this here in this case, then how closely it reflects the dilemmas of our criminal justice system, a missing person, traces of violence, confessions made, later retracted, recoveries without forensic support, and the absence of a body. In addition, proximity of the circumstantial evidence. When we look into this, then it gives so many dimensions to all the moot court participants who are here, and those dimensions are: what evidence can be acceptable for indicating the circumstances. Number one, dead body when found, last seen when, would have its proximity or not. Second, what are the confession, admissibility to what extent. I was dealing with case, I remember in that case I was seeing the confessional statement. He said A, B, I will not tell you this. A was a person who conveyed me that so and so is my relative, B has been brought on record to say, I will supply you a gun and you commit a murder of this. One gun I have taken, one gun another taken. When it goes to the recovery part, I am going practically on this problem. When it goes to the recovery part, when the confessional statement was read, circumstances doesn't allow anything. Confessional part is said, and said, I please show your confessional statement, what is said. They said, this gun I have kept in so and so place, please recover. It is nowhere mentioned, I put a question, it is nowhere mentioned this is the same gun which I have used in commission of the offense, which I kept at place so and I can go, I can identify this is the place you can get recover it. What would be the sanctity of this? I am directly on your problem discussing. What would be the sanctity? So these are some parts. Then confession, retraction. When retraction made, these are certain issues you would have prepared. When retraction made, effect of that retraction in the law, then thereafter used weapon recovered, what are the part of the recoveries, how far it is justifiable, and then next how it is correlated by the FSL examinations and by ballistic reports if it is the gun. Third thing, suppose the reports which have come that is admissible in evidence, something you have a doubt and the defense has not applied for the same. I want to cross-examine, this is a region, and for this forensic expert we want to cross-examine. What would be the effect of it? Can you derive any benefit of it? Next, suppose there are conversation telephonically, whether this CDR is enough, to what extent we have to do and what we have to call for. CDR merely says that there is a talk, but to what extent this can be proved? There are so many issues. So what I want to convey is why I am saying that this problem is related to the every student in their practical field which they will go, and they will learn the niceties where we were at fault and where we have to prepare in what manner we should go even for a trial as well as not for the appellate purpose. So these are some things. When you see all this, then what is this litigation? Litigation is in between two, A and B, only two persons. They go and fight. And without this litigation, no lawyer, no court, no anything is required. So what this is real sound. I will tell you the right thing, why you have to do. असली शिक्षा ज्ञानार्जन के लिए नहीं होती, चरित्र निर्माण के लिए होती है। और अब मैं वो चरित्र निर्माण की बात करता हूं जो कपड़े आप पहने हुए बैठे हैं, काले रंग के। क्यों? एक रोम के एम्परर थे, इसकी कहानी है, लीगल हिस्ट्री में आपको मिलेगी। उनका कानून ये था कि यदि हम किसी की वकालत करने जाएं, सपोज ए इज हैविंग सम इशू, ही विजिटेड टू द जज हु वाज द राजा एट दैट टाइम, अगर आप उसके पास जाएं और उससे कहें कि मैं इसकी वकालत करना चाहता हूं, तो जो सजा उसको मिलनी होती थी वही सजा उस व्यक्ति को मिलती थी जो उसका पैरोकार हुआ करता था। ऐसा ही हुआ और किसी व्यक्ति पर क्रिमिनल चार्ज लगाया गया और उससे कहा गया कि आप के ऊपर ये चार्ज है, आपको क्या कहना है. One young man like you stood and he said, no, this is wrong, I want to defend him. राजा ने उसको वार्न किया, you know the law of this, हमारे यहाँ का क्या लॉ है. उसने कहा, yes, I know. You decide and come tomorrow. On the next day he visited and उस समय वो एम्परर था, कफन बांध के गया. कफन इज द ब्लैक कलर. सो मीन्स इट्स ए कमिटमेंट. दिस इज योर कमिटमेंट फॉर योर प्रोफेशन, फॉर दिस ब्लैक कोट इज देयर. उसने उसको डिफेंड किया और डिफेंड करके उसको बचा लिया. फिर जब आगे चले तो दिस डिफेंस मे नॉट बी इन ए प्लीडिंग और आर्गुइंग फॉर हिम. डिफेंस पीपुल्स थॉट कि ये हो सकता है कि इट मे बी एग्रेशन. उस समय का जो परिस्थितियां थी, एग्रेशन से कोई जीत ले. उन्होंने कहा नहीं. तब ये सफ़ेद बैंड जो था ना, ये 2 tablets ऑफ द पीस एंड वाइट कलर हैज बीन प्रेस्क्राइब्ड फॉर देम एंड देयरफॉर दिस ड्रेस वाइट एंड ब्लैक इज विथ यू. यू थॉट ऑफ इट व्हेन यू बियर दिस ड्रेस, व्हाट शुड बी इन योर माइंड. और यही आपका चरित्र है. शिक्षा तो आप ले रहे हैं, कोर्ट रूम आप जाएंगे, नहीं जाएंगे जो भी प्रोफेशन करेंगे, लेकिन ये जो आपका चरित्र है और जो मैंने आपको बताया कि विथ काम एंड क्लैरिटी, एज मच एज यू पुट योर आर्गूमेंट्स विथ परसुएशन, दैट वुड बी द आउटपुट. सो फ्रेंड्स, remember why this dress. So many attempts have been made to change this dress. This is in summer season, this happens, this, but this is not yet changed. The reason is what you are doing, it is a commitment for your profession. Once you have a commitment for your profession and it is indicated by your dress itself what you have to do for your client, what you have to do in a court, you have to decide and in what manner you will do. So friends, these are certain things which we have to remember, and I have some words for the participants as well as to organizers. For the participants, I say you stand at the threshold as a remarkable learning experience. The true victory lies not just in trophy, but in journey, in the knowledge gained, skill sharpened, friendship built, and mind stretched. Embrace this challenge with passion and integrity. Listen as much as you speak, for some of the best lessons come from listening. The ethics you uphold here are the foundation of the legal career in which you are going, and you are the nation building. You have to build the nation. You have to build the nation. For the organizers, I say hosting a moot court is nothing but it is an event. You are sharpening the India's legal future. Every detail from the moot proposition to the judging process holds the power to inspire and transform. Therefore, friends, my saying is different. One word of caution. So many things have been said, GPT, artificial intelligence, everything. I am also using. But I would say sharing my theory of using. Artificial intelligence is an artificial intelligence made by human being. You are intelligent. So the artificial intelligence must be used with intelligence of yours, not to copy the artificial intelligence. And the same is for the ChatGPT. Because there are certain examples have come, need not to say everything, before you will learn by your own when it will come. Some of the cases have been put artificially, cases cited, but this was not in the judgments. So friends, use artificial intelligence, chat GPT, but you are intelligent because you are born living, and that is artificial. So please remember this. This is my word of caution. Nothing more. Thank you for inviting me. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, sir, for your thought-provoking words. सम्मान उस सेवा का प्रतीक है जो शब्दों से परे होती है। यह स्मृति चिन्ह केवल एक वस्तु नहीं, यह हमारे हृदय से निकले उस आभार का प्रतीक है जिसे शब्दों में कहना कठिन है। Now I request Vice Chancellor, University of Rajasthan, Professor Alpna Kateja, to felicitate our chief guest, Honorable Mr. Justice J.K. Maheshwari, Judge, Supreme Court of India, with a memento and his personalized sketch. Thank you, ma'am. On the same note, I request Srimati Renu Ranka, member, Ranka Public Charitable Trust, to felicitate our guest of honor, Honorable Dr. Justice Pushpendra Singh Bhati, with a memento and his sketch. I request the Dean, Faculty of Law, Dr. Sanjula Thanvi, to felicitate our chief guest, Honorable Mr. Justice J.K. Maheshwari, with the memento. Ankita Yadav, Director UFYLC, to felicitate our guest of honor, Dr. Justice Pushpendra Singh Bhati, with the memento. These sketches are drawn by a student of UFYLC. I would request Mr. Pradeep Kothari, member of Ranka family, to felicitate special guest, Mr. Kuldeep Ranka, Additional Secretary, Chief Secretary, Higher Education, Government of Rajasthan, with a memento and his personal sketch. Further, I request Further, I request Justice J.K. Ranka to felicitate Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Alpna Kateja, Vice Chancellor, University of Rajasthan, with the memento and her personal sketch. The success of any moot court competition is entirely and solely depends upon the moot proposition. So, as a token of gesture to the drafter of our moot problem, Mr. Prateek Kasliwal, the senior advocate, Rajasthan High Court, I request Dr. Sirvai sir to felicitate Mr. Prateek Kasliwal with memento. सिसरो ने कहा है, कृतज्ञता केवल एक महान गुण नहीं है, अपितु यह सभी सद्गुणों की जननी है. I now invite Mr. Siddharth Ranka, member Ranka Public Charitable Trust, to conclude the ceremony with the vote of thanks.
Thank you, ma'am. A very warm good afternoon to each one of you. The future belongs to those who prepare for it today. Respected Chief Guest, Honorable Justice J.K. Maheshwari Saab, Guest of Honor, Honorable Justice Pushpendra Singh Ji Bhati Saab, Shri Kuldeep Ji Ranka, Justice Ranka, Madam Kateja, Vice Chancellor of this August University, Professor Thanvi, Professor Yadav, all the members sitting today on the dais are indeed extended family members of Ranka family. We are all very happy and proud to host you today, sir. Thank you very much. We also see esteemed dignitaries, professors, faculty members, participants, and dear students. On behalf of the University 5-Year Law College and Ranka Public Charitable Trust, it is my singular honor and privilege to extend a heartfelt vote of thanks to each one of you who have graced this inaugural function. First and foremost, let me express my sincere gratitude to our Chief Guest, Shri Honorable Justice J.K. Maheshwari Saab, for sparing his invaluable time and inspiring us today. Your words of wisdom will remain etched in our heart and mind. My lords have referred to 5 steps of success. I hope students, you imbibe them, you keep them in your memory and follow them with utmost sincerity. We are also very, very grateful to our guest of honor, Honorable Justice Pushpendra Singh Ji Bhati Sahab, one of the most dynamic and inspiring judges that we have in Rajasthan High Court today amongst us. We do see you, sir, very soon at the Honorable Supreme Court. That time is not far off. Your stimulating words were indeed pretty stimulating, and I'm sure students and friends that you would have got a treat by listening to both the senior judges. You can imagine the sheer luck of the judges who had the chance to hear them argumenting in the courts of law. We as advocates miss out when the honorable judges are sitting on the other side because they keep the final straw and verdict with them. They speak less. Like it said in cricket, let the batsman speak by the bat. The honorable judges speak through the judgments. But when a chance comes to see this live oration, it is absolutely a treat. No doubt, YouTube has given us access to inroads to what is happening right now in the judges' courtroom. When we hear Nani Palkhiwala's legends, Keshwananda Bharti and other judgments, for days it was argued. As young lawyers, as professionals, we can only be a subjective what would have happened, what was the chance given, how it was given, how was the judges questioning, what was the cross questioning coming across. But it's a part of the legend. But now what you have seen, what you see today and what you will be seeing will always be etched in our mind. We are also very thankful to dynamic Kuldeep Ranka Saab for encouraging our initiative and adding immense value to this occasion through your gracious presence. You have always been a pillar of strength to Ranka family, and we feel very proud of having you amongst us. Vice Chancellor Alpana Kateja ma'am, Sanjula ma'am, Ankita ma'am, a word of thanks would be insufficient from my side for all the support and guidance and work that you have carried out. As Sam Altman of ChatGPT AI has said, AI has the strength to change the course curricula of the education throughout the world. We are in the university. We have senior additional chief secretary who's heading the higher education. We have vice chancellors and teachers. It's it's not something like a threat or a challenge that he has posed. He foresees that in times to come, artificial intelligence and all these tools will certainly have a multiplier effect as far as the course curriculum goes. 5-year course, it started with 3+3, then we ventured into 5-year course. Because of artificial intelligence, whatever sir is saying, whatever ma'am is teaching you, you can cross-check, you can imbibe, maybe also tell the teacher concerned that what you are teaching is the law of the earlier regime. It has undergone a change. So 5-year course could be shrink to 4-year course. How it pans out is time will only tell. But it's a real challenge in the hands of the educationist. Our special word of thanks goes to our respected faculty members, mentors, organizers who have dedicatedly and tirelessly worked to make this event a success. Sir, you would be happy to know from this 5-year course, 36 students were selected for higher judicial services. So it's a strength of this 5-year course, college, that it is putting all its energy into character building, into inculcating whatever is required as future judges. When the seeds of this moot court competition were sown, we were very small. I remember late Dr. N.M. Ranka Saab, Madam Mridula Srivastav Saab, who used to come over, discuss how things have to be planned, how things have to be created, what would be the MOU. Because for Rajasthan University, also to enter into such kind of a public-private partnership might be something of a unique or something which is for a first time which might have happened. I'm so happy, we are also happy that this moot court competition had stood time, and again we have grown from strength to strength. Our Chief Justice of India is in Nepal and we have students from Nepal here. So welcome you all, even outside Jaipur. This moot court is not a competition but also a platform to sharpen your skills, exchange ideas and strengthen your commitment to justice. As we stand at the threshold of rapidly changing world, the future challenges for lawyers will extend far beyond courtroom. The rise of artificial intelligence in legal practice, the expanding domain of cyber laws and data protection, the delicate task of safeguarding human rights amidst technological and political shifts will define the lawyers of tomorrow. Competitions like this prepare young minds to meet those challenges with clarity, courage, and conviction. Lastly, we thank to all the well-wishers and every member of University 5-Year Law College whose support made this journey successful. Let me conclude with these inspiring words. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Abraham Lincoln. So friends, the future is in your hands. How you want to create is also in your hands. I hope this is one of the stepping stones in your journey of creation of future world. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for the encouragement. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your words of gratitude. राष्ट्रगान केवल शब्द नहीं, वह हमारी आत्मा की आवाज़ है. आप सभी से अनुरोध है कि राष्ट्रगान के सम्मान में खड़े हो जाएं.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता. पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंग विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्ज्वल जलधि तरंग. तव शुभ नामे जागे, तव शुभ आशीष मांगे, गाहे तव जय गाथा. जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता. जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
A tree is not only a gift to the environment, it is a gift to the humanity. I request our revered guest and the august gathering to move to University 5-year Law College for a plantation program, a gift of green by our distinguished guest, followed by lunch. Participating teams are requested to stay behind. Participating teams, please stay behind. Participating teams, we are looking forward to the announcements of the results, so please be here. So keep your fingers crossed and we begin with the announcement of the results. Team code 36, we are having 8 teams who have qualified for the quarterfinals. Team code 36, team code number 26, team code 50, team code 57, team code 20, team code 10, team code 42, team code 28. So congratulations to who have qualified, and those who could not, please don't be disheartened and be there with us to see the competition. And we look forward to the draw of lots, so please wait here itself. All the qualifying teams, please come up. Only one member, each team should come here. One representative for each team.
Hopefully each team who has qualified for the quarter-final round is present here.
Petitioner, respondent, respondent petitions. 26.
Okay, team code 26 is petitioner and respondent is 50. Then 36 is respondent and 20 is the petitioner. 28 is the respondent and 42 is the petitioner. 57 is respondent and 10 is petitioner. Okay? Anything else, Aparna?
वेलकम एंड स्टेज का क्या हो गया मेरे को तो मतलब कोई बात नहीं ऐसा करते शैली मैम के गाड़ी में रखवा देना मेमेंटोज वगैरह
मैं चलती हूँ
है ना और सरस्वती माता
ये अपन अभी मैं लेके आ जाती हूँ
सरस्वती माता लेके चलो
एक्चुअली ना वहाँ से वो हमें बिल्कुल पता ही नहीं लगा कि वो कब चली गई या किसी को वो कह जाती है ना एक और हम इशारा